Hello, Foothill families. This is Mr. G in my virtual office. Families have been asking about our distance learning program. They want to know what it will be like and how it will be different from what we did in the spring. Well, I think the best way to explain it would be to actually go on a virtual tour. Oh, wow. I guess in this format, my avatar should be known as Mr. Emoji. I thought you would like that. Let's see, where should we start the tour? I think the best place would be to show you a sample website that you can expect from every teacher. Our computer teacher, Miss Heminger, she's the best person to show us that feature.
Hi Foothill families, my name is Miss Heminger and I'm the computer teacher here at Foothill. As you may have heard, your amazing teachers will be creating websites specifically for your child's class. This will also be the case for junior high. Junior high teachers will have one main website where students can access all of their classes and any resources that they need to succeed. It helps organize everything in one location and keeps it simple. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is our junior high classes website, and all students will be able to see their classes here, and we're just going to take a look at science first. And when we click on this, you'll be able to find your grade. And when you click on your grade, it will take you to your specific home page. So this is Mrs. Martinez's 6th grade class. There's a little bit of information about her. And then this is her virtual classroom. And what's awesome about this is all of these little pictures are live links that will take you to different resources that you'll be needing. So your Google Classroom, your grades, all that wonderful stuff. And then when you come down here, this is an easy way to stay in contact with your teacher. You can sign up for office hours, you can send an email, and there's even a spot for prayer requests if that's something that you need. And then when you're done with your science page, you can click the main home page and it will take you back to all of your other classes.
I love that. A one-stop shop that will help our kids stay organized and launch them into distance learning. Next, I think you'll appreciate some new technology that we purchased to help us with remote learning. Let's see. I think Miss Linares could help us with that.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Linares and I teach 2nd grade here at Foothill Christian School. I am really excited to introduce this new technology that we purchased for this upcoming school year. Swivel Webcam here is a device that will help us teach and deliver quality instruction from our classroom. When I want to start my morning routine, I could come over here and review the schedule with my students. I'm wearing this tracker device that allows students to hear me nice and clear throughout my entire instruction. Then I need to come over here to this side of my classroom and I'm able to review some anchor charts while the camera is still watching me. Then what is really exciting about this cool webcam is that I am teaching in real time, but I'm also getting video recorded to where students could re-watch a lesson, or they missed a lesson and they need to watch it at a later time. This school year, I'm personally committed to providing an authentic instruction no matter the circumstances or where we'll be.
Outstanding. That Swivel Webcam is a game changer. Synchronous and asynchronous learning, we've got you covered. You know what else helps our teachers to deliver content effectively? Document camera readers. Mrs. Wilson is a pro at that. Let's visit her.
Hi Foothill families, it's Mrs. Wilson here to show you a very useful tool called the document camera. As I'm talking, I'll show you a little bit of a preview of how it works. I'm working on math problems here up close and personal in a bird's eye view so students can see up close what I'm teaching. The document camera allows students to see text or even objects such as manipulatives for math clearly anywhere in the classroom, which really helps with comprehension and understanding. So as I'm writing in real time, they can see what they're learning up close and personal. And I really think that our teachers here are so professional at meeting the needs of all types of learners, and the document camera is one way where the students can visualize what they're learning, and I'm excited to use it this year.
Fantastic! When I was a kid, teachers only had overhead projectors. Never mind, that was a long time ago. Teachers nowadays have so much more to enhance their teaching. Hey, I know. Let's go see how Mrs. V puts together a lesson for the kids.
Hi Foothill families, it's Mrs. V here. I'm so excited for the start of this school year. I can't wait to be back with my 5th graders. Things are gonna look a little different, but I'm so excited for all the stuff that Foothill has set up to make us feel like we just have a seamless classroom experience. So with our new swivel cameras and our new streaming, we should be able to just do a math lesson really similar to the way that your kids are used to having it in the classroom. So let me walk you through maybe a typical math lesson. We would usually start with our videos from our math curriculum itself. I'm excited that we can still do this year because that's what your kids are used to. We'll go through something like this, stopping when we need to talk about the concepts. Then, if we need to, we can always switch over to our regular classroom board where we can talk about the formula, we can answer questions. I like to have the kids put the answers up on their whiteboard so I can see that they're tracking. We can use all of our regular tools that they're used to. We can make shapes, we can do whatever they need. And then with the camera capabilities, we can even do close-ups with our in-class manipulatives, which should really help them get the concepts at home. We can even use AR. The students love to use augmented reality, especially with math. So when I turn out the lights, we plant this here, right in our classroom. And the students can check it out. They'll be at home, but we can take measurements. We can see things right as though we're in our own classroom. And they'll be watching from home, which is really fun. So we're excited to have all these capabilities to do with our math program this year.
What? That's mind-blowing. But you know, not every learning experience should be teacher-directed. Some activities should be student-directed. Mrs. Martinez did a great job of that last year with the science fair. Let's visit her next on our virtual tour.
Hi junior high families. I just wanted to say we're gonna miss you so much this year, seeing you every day in person, but we are excited for what we have planned this year and all the exciting experiments and projects that we get to do, especially in science. So I'm still committed to doing hands-on activities, projects, even dissections, and even though it might look a little different, we're still gonna have a really good time. I'm excited for you guys to take that learning into your own hands and to ask some serious questions about science and kind of get those answers by yourself. One way that you're gonna be able to do that is through our science fair project. Now our science fair project, as you know, is gonna start off with some direct instruction. We're gonna go over the scientific method again. And then you're gonna just work through the processes. You're gonna ask the hard questions, you're gonna develop a hypothesis, get the data, and then come up with your very own conclusion. My favorite part of this is you're actually going to take your science fair project and look back at God's Word and what does it say about these specific issues and your questions. And one way you're going to be able to do that this year again is through the project. You're going to actually make your own video and then showcase that on Google Classroom, allowing the classmates, your family, friends, and the school to watch your project. And congratulations to Sophia Romano. She was actually our first place winner in 7th grade this year. And take a look at her project, see what you think.
Hi, my name is Sophia Romano, and before I start my presentation, I'm just gonna have a sip of water. That styrofoam cup that I just threw away will still be intact in a landfill over 1,000 years from now. My science fair project is, will a biodegradable styrofoam replacement reduce the effects of global warming? And this is my board. I chose these colors because, you know, most of the styrofoam ends up in the oceans, as you can see with the sea turtle. So I just wanted to say that styrofoam does not belong in the oceans. It belongs deteriorated in a mason jar. So that was my whole thing. Because there's no really way to make styrofoam pretty, and styrofoam kind of is white and sterile, so I thought the ocean would be a nice theme. So that is where I got the inspiration for my board, and that is my science fair project. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!
It's true. So much of what kids learn happens when they personally dig deeper and search for new knowledge. And self-directed activities will happen at every grade level. But you know what was missing last year? Assessments. it was extremely challenging to conduct assessments remotely, but we've got new software this year to accommodate that. Mrs. Hall can show us how that will work.
I'm so excited to show you our newly purchased assessment software. This is called ESGI. As our 8th grade and down to 3rd graders are moving toward a computerized system called MAPS, our TK through 2nd graders needed an assessment tool as well. So this tool is going to allow teachers and students the ability to be able to have assessments done, whether from remote learning or from in person. And it's really easy and simple to use. It has great visuals, so teachers are able to create their own tests, or they're able to use tests that are already on here according to their curriculum. So I'm going to show you what an assessment might actually look like for a student. So this, I'm going to look at a fractions test. And so a student might see this test come up on their screen, and you can do this from home as well from school. So if we're doing this from an in-person standpoint, the student would be next to the teacher looking at the screen as well. And the teacher would read the instructions. So how many equal parts are shown? Is it A, 4/4, B, 6/4, or C, 7/4? And the student would answer, and the teacher would have an option down here to say if the student got the right answer, it would be yes or a no down here. And so the teacher can go through these with the student. If we're doing it from a remote standpoint, then the student would be at home and the teacher would be sharing her screen. So it would still be one-on-one, and we would still be getting some really great data and feedback from the students, but they would be able to do it from home as well. So that was a fractions one. Let me also show you a maybe a sight words one, so you can see what that would look like as well. So the student would see the sight word come up on the screen, and the teacher would ask the student to read that sight word. And so if the student read the sight word correctly, she would mark a yes over here, and then she would go through and listen as the student is reading their sight words. Another great feature of this software is that there's going to be lots of student progress being calculated, lots of data for the parents to be able to see, and for the teacher as well. So this is just going to give us some robust assessment tools, so we can look at our teaching, and we can make sure our students are staying on task and making progress throughout all the school year.
That's beautiful. We'll use those assessments to track academic progress. And parents, you can have the confidence that your children will be mastering the key learning goals for their grade level. Well, I hope you enjoyed our time together. This concludes our virtual tour. Wow, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed your virtual experience. What we're trying to convey is that our teachers have a lot of tools in their instructional toolkit, and they're going to use every one of them. I hope you can appreciate that as we head into distance learning this fall, it's a much better, improved, maybe 2.0 version of our distance learning. And while we featured the academic side of our distance learning program, we want you to know that we're committed to developing the social, emotional, and spiritual aspect of our children's lives. After all, we are decidedly academic and distinctively Christian. We'll see you September 8th.